Welcome back, babe, to another episode. Welcome back, people.
Thank you.
What you sipping on?
Not, no, nothing.
Why not?
I'm tired. I just got home. I've been running around trying to make life happen. Don't roll your eyes at me. I'm too tired. I just want to. I'm so happy you made the bed and you washed the sheets and stuff.
That's your motivation?
That is my motivation.
You gotta pucker up, buttercup.
I'm like,
come on.
I'm puckered.
Energy.
I'm
podcast energy. Let's go. I gotta slap you one time.
Aggressive. Be
Let's slap you.
aggressive.
Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. You seen those memes?
Yes.
They're like tired, but they're trying to go into work.
Yes. That's how I feel right now. I'm trying to go get the money.
You trying to go get in that bed?
I am.
It's like 5 p.m.
I'm tired. I've been up since 7. I've been gone since 8.
Okay. All right. So today we'll be talking about things that you may think are good for you or things you may have struggled with, aka things like the devil's pie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I like that.
We can start off. Let's start with, are there any things like you've had in the past where you've struggled with? This is past, not current, but make sure it's past.
Okay.
That you may have struggled with, that you may have thought was good for you in the moment, or you enjoyed in the moment, or maybe you just were oblivious to it. What you got, fam?
Food.
Food.
I'm a foodie. I love to eat. I love cooking. I love eating what I cook, all of it. So, I want to say between the time we got married and now, I put on 30 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm back at the weight I was when we first met.
Okay.
And even then, so that means I've lost 30 pounds. Even then I had put on weight. Like, I don't know.
When I met you?
Yes. Because I was newly single. I was going out and eating out and drinking more and all of that. I was in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So, food. And it's just, as I get older, my body starts telling me, like, pork, I don't eat pork anymore. If there's pizza with a pepperoni, I'm not going to die.
Gotcha.
But I won't eat pork. Meat is starting to gross me out, so I'm not into meats too much anymore.
Okay.
Today I had a salad. But because I actually wanted a salad for lunch. Like, I went to Salada.
I don't think I've ever craved a salad.
Like,
salad can be good, but for me, I don't ever crave a salad.
But my body is telling me things it's always told me. I'm just listening.
Okay, like as far as like reacting or like stomach issues or how you feel,
yes, how I feel, how my gut feels.
So you're listening, like you said.
So I'm listening. Like, I could have gone out and gotten Chick-fil-A or some fries and a burger and I'm just trying to eat because I'm moving all day. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. I'm not at home, so I'm just gonna grab something. And I was like, no, I can actually get my tail out the car, go and get something healthy, a healthy option that'll make me feel good. So, like, had I had the burger and fries, right now I'm in the bed.
For sure. You're not even doing the podcast?
No, y'all gotta wait. Because it's gonna make me feel sluggish.
Yeah, it's an unhealthy, like, there's no nutritional value to that burger and fries.
But I had a salad and I was like, I feel okay. It's hot. It's, but I don't feel as heavy as I would have.
So heavy and stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So food is definitely.
That's a good one. For me, in the past, it would be probably like women and how to treat them. Like,
wow.
I was a rude bastard.
Deep.
Hell yeah.
That's deep.
I didn't care about no women's feelings.
Wow.
Like, from high school to you name it.
Till me.
I know, right? Till you. I mean, I cared about women's feelings before I met you. But not at this level. This is like cheat code, though, because this is marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bland, boring. Of course, I don't do anything because I'm married. No, but like in the past, women, please. I apologize multiple times. Cleared my conscience because I was a dog bastard. Just
you weren't
raw.
A bastard. You just
raw. Just exploring, knowing better, lazy, disrespectful, hurting confidence, everything, just all the things. So I would say, to keep it short, it would be probably women would be the one that comes to my head. There's probably, I'm sure there's more I can think of, but just to keep it as one topic, the way I treated women in the past was definitely my devil's pie. Like, that was like not my motivation in life, but it was like, okay, I'm going out, give me these drinks, get on these women. How many numbers can we get?
Yeah.
What can I do tonight? and then wind up not even like caring, or if I do hook up with him, blow him off a day or two, whatever. You know, it's typical man that age crap, ignorance, young boy crap.
For sure.
F-boy, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. I didn't call my
all
booby
those things.
that.
Back then, for sure, though. For sure. I wouldn't disagree with it.
I would just say you're cocky, and you still
there you
are.
Go with that word again.
I'm just saying. What do you want me to do? Lie
cocky, it's
on
confidence.
A podcast?
What's the root word of confidence?
Confide.
What does confide mean?
Tell us.
Confide means trust, or to trust, or put trust in someone. I'm putting trust in myself.
Okay.
I was confident in myself and my ability to pull these women. That's not cocky.
I trust that you are still cocky.
I'm not cocky.
I have confidence.
What am I cocky with?
You just are, babe. Listen, I'm not complaining because I find it very sexy. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Once again, for the 173rd time and 11th power times 2 multiplied by infinity, is Jason Hurd cocky or confident? There is a difference. Don't be lazy with your vocabulary. There is a major difference between being cocky and confident.
I agree.
You would know. So I would say that would be mine for the past. Oh, so a story would be for me about Devil's Pie. So we met a famous artist.
First of all,
what, you want to talk about
it's my moment.
Okay, go ahead with your moment.
It's my moment. So years ago,
take a back seat.
We were just hanging out. We went to Round Rock, Texas, and Antique looking, and we were just hanging out. We were just riding. And we went to Fayetteville, Texas.
However you say it.
And we went into the store, and the guy there, his name's Emil. Hey, Emil, if he watches us, we chit chat on Instagram every now and then.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Man, she like.
Oh my God. So, he had some paintings that were interesting, and he was telling us about him, and he was telling us the artist's name. It was Leon Collins and his daughter Molly B. They currently live in Navasota. They did at that time as well.
Wait a minute. You know what I have to say? Already. Navasota.
I wish I could just brief people on our life, but it's just so much how you had this stupid guy say that to me. Anyway, so I'm trying to keep it short. It's a podcast.
If you say the word, I'm going to say it.
It's anytime not like Young and Restless.
Anytime you say the N-word.
Golly.
Already.
So I bought one piece from Leon and one from his daughter Molly B, and I cherish them. And so I've always been creative, and I love painting and drawing and stuff, but that was just a different type of art for me. Anyway, so years go by. You know, that's not really my focus. I don't know really where to buy his pieces. He's had some art shows here and there, but it's always when we can't go, we have something going on. Yeah. And then I stopped following because COVID came and nobody was really posting. Anyway, last week we went to an antique store in Navasota, Texas. I will punch you. And long story short, we bought 2 pieces of art. Leon Collins. It was everywhere. I was so excited. The owner of the store, Mike, was telling us all about Leon and all this stuff, and that was the highlight for me. I was excited. However, one of the paintings didn't have his signature on it. So I asked, and they gave me a number of a woman who could reach out to him to find out when he would be in town and sign it, all of that good stuff. Reached out to her this week. She said she would let me know, and then she sent me a text, and she was like, Leon asked you to call him. And I was like, oh, well, I will call right away.
Of course you will.
Like, I think she texted me at 11:01, and by 11:01 and 58 seconds, I was calling Leon, because I was just like no, but this is different. Like, you can just see how his mind works. You can see his torments in life. You can see his joys in life. You can see his highlights, his silver, like everything is in his artwork. It's so intriguing. Anyway, so long story short, because this is a long story. Long. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
We went yesterday and we spoke to him, and it was one of the most incredible moments I've had in life. Chalk that up to
literally hung out with him.
Hung out with him.
Literally.
with this great artist, and he shared a painting with us, like the story behind it.
Should have brought it
up. Oh yeah. But the painting is of his great grandmother and him, and she's holding a bottle of moonshine.
His grandma's great grandma.
No, his grandma's grandma.
Yeah, sorry, his grandma's grandma.
That's a great grandmother.
Okay.
Sir.
I don't think so.
Tell us.
You said a grandma.
His grandma's grandma is a great grandma.
Your grandma's mom would be your great grandma, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, your mom's mom is your grandma, and then her mother is your great grandma.
Anyway, his grandmother's grandmother. You're right. Okay. Have it. But she had a bottle of moonshine, and he said it was his devil. He called it the devil's pie because that was his struggle, and that was his struggle for a lot of years.
For sure.
So basically, the devil's pie. I feel like I've said long story short 3 times, and this is the longest short story ever. But the devil's pie is like your struggle, your demon,
mm-hmm.
the thing that chases you that you're trying to get away from, but it's a struggle for you.
And it can be anything, like mentally, physically, something that you fear, something that you indulge in, such
could
as
be
food,
like gossip, anything, alcohol, food,
confidence. All the things. So
yeah,
I felt the painting. I think that's my favorite painting because Leon Collins was able to like explain it to us right in front of us, and he's the artist.
Yeah.
And he's the talent, and good guy, genuine conversation. He dropped so many jewels and gems. So many.
Oh my God. It was like,
and
I still feel rich.
Yeah. I feel rich. And so with my current struggles would be, I won't say currently, but it did just happen. It's not far removed, but would be that painting, which is alcohol. So I've drank way too much in the past, continued. It's been that way forever, right? I drink. And this last time I was out drinking, something totally different happened. Because I drink, I don't get drunk to where I don't know what I'm doing or saying. And when I tell you the thing took me this last time I got too liquored up, man, it was like an out-of-body experience.
It was.
And I'm not ever a person that makes excuses. I have accountability, almost to a fault. So it was me. Do not get this misunderstood, right? So I'm out drinking. I'm waiting for my wife. She's doing an event. I'm waiting for her. I just want to have a drink and probably come home. She's like, wait for me. I was like, okay, fine. I'll wait here until you get done. So I don't know what time it is. Maybe 5, 6 o'clock.
No,
maybe 6 o'clock.
It's like 9.
Let's get off.
It's like 9.
I mean, I'm talking about when I started drinking.
Oh, got it.
So I started drinking maybe like 6. Had my favorite old fashioned. Meet 2 people that I've kind of ran into before. We drink one spot. We go to the next spot drinking. So anyway, long story short, like 3 hours later, the wife shows up. I'm lit for sure, and I'm aware of it. Not drunk, still don't know what I'm doing. Like I remember names, I know where I'm at, I know what I'm doing, I know everything I'm doing right. And literally, the people I'm with, the guy's demeanor changes, right? Right in front of the wife and I's eyes. And it's time to go, right? So I'm leaving. I walk out. I encounter my first stumble. Like, oh, damn. I felt the stumble. So I'm not like unaware. Like, oh, yeah, I'm stumbling. Oh, yeah. So we go walking. I'm trying to like remove things out of the story so I don't like, almost said incarcerate. I'm not able to depict who these people are. So anyway, I'm walking out, and for some reason, I was pissed off at my wife. Just not like physically pissed off, but like, why are you treating me like this? Why are you ruining my fun? Why are you telling me what I need to be doing? Why are you telling me I need to stay at the store? So I need to stay here. I need to do this. Give me the keys. I'm like, I'm good. What are you talking about? So long story short, like I drank way too much, and I feel like after assessing it, the damage the next day, like it was bad though. Like I don't want to look over the fact that it was bad. Like I'm telling my wife no, I'm gonna do. She's giving me simple instructions. She's like, give me the keys. You don't need to drive.
And I just want to note,
simple instructions.
as you're saying that, I'm not mad. I'm talking to you like I'm talking now.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just like, the best thing to do. You can stay at the store, or I can drive you home and we'll come back and get the car. And no matter what I said or how I said it, if I just opened my mouth, you just got more and more agitated.
And I'm at this point, I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's fine. I'm not drunk. I'll do that. And you're like, okay, get the stuff out of the truck and put it over in the car. So I'm like, okay. You like, get the stuff out of the car and put it in the truck. I go to the truck and put it in the car. Like, I couldn't process what she was saying, just totally mixed up, right? And thank God she recorded it, because I would not have believed everything she said, because I was just like, I couldn't follow simple instructions. I've never been that lit ever in my life. And it's like it wasn't me. When people tell you stories like, for instance, I remember like on one of the shows, this girl was like, he started hitting me in my face and I just looked at his eyes and it just wasn't him. He didn't recognize, I was recognizing it just wasn't him. It was not him. And I always thought like, that's bullcrap. He was lit or he was high. That was him.
So
but that was my story. Like, man, it was bad.
The crazy thing is that I read the Bible, and I've been doing this series with Stephanie Ike on YouTube. It's called Modern Day Witchcraft. And when I tell people stories, if you're not West Indian, some things don't make sense to you. But when I tell people stories of things I've encountered, I'm pretty sure they're like, she's making it up, or this isn't real.
I'm always
playing. Or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't drinking that night, so I was very, very sober. I just worked an event, and I was just coming to meet you so we could just like hang out after a working week. Mm-hmm. And I saw the demon hop from this guy to you. You're fired. You're fired. I saw the demon move from him, and when it left him, he changed. And when it came into you, you changed. Like, in front of my face, no BS. And so I was reading, I can't even remember if it was Matthew or somewhere, but it was about a demon calling you its home and going out of you, finding more demons and saying, hey, come here and hang out. Like, this is the spot. And I feel like that night was that for you, because that is your devil's pie. Mm-hmm. And so it realized like, hey, the party's happening in this home tonight. And it went and it hollered at its boys. Yeah. And they all came, but like it came from, and this guy is an alcoholic. He's been arrested. I'm not saying who he is. There's no way to know who he is or what night this was. I haven't even said where we were or anything like that. He's all right. But I mean, he shared this with us. So, correct. But those are clearly his demons. Too. So it was like yours and his met up, and they were like, "Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a minute." I didn't know
what had happened.
No,
I thought
you just
something
changed.
Happened like that I didn't see.
No,
between like you and him, or him and someone else, because it was all good. And then next thing I know, it's like he just tanked.
Yeah, he just sat down.
His shoulders like shriveled up, like he got fatigued, and he asked to go home.
It left him, and it took you.
And he asked to go home. I was like, what happened?
Like looking at you, I kept saying like, this is not my husband. Like this is not. And at no point I'm irritated, because I was like, this is ridiculous.
Eventually,
you were pushing me, but I was trying to. I'm not going to put
yours on there, because it was me.
It was you. You were pushing me, and I was trying to like keep it together. But like the whole time coming to get you and like walking, I was like, who am I to judge? I've been drunk before. So I'm not going to be like, you're outside drunk. No, I've done this before. This was just your turn. And I was like, I remember talking to mommy on the phone, and I'm like, I'm about to go get my drunk husband and take him home, mom. Like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, I was so okay. I wasn't mad at that. But when that shift happened, it was some spiritual warfare. It was something else.
Today it was like, yes, I was lit, but this was way more than alcohol.
It was more than that.
Way more than.
It was supernatural.
And like I said, I'm heavy on accountability. I totally invited this demon, bad encounter, bad decision making, not listening into me.
Yeah, like, for sure.
Drinking was the avenue, hanging out, the location we were at.
Yes.
My wife called it a year ago.
That place has bad energy.
I'm always like, what are you talking about? How could you just feel something? Because I'm totally American. I don't believe in a lot of stuff, but I've had things with her because she has a gift, and I've witnessed things like that I don't even believe. And then it's like, okay, now I'm seeing this and I'm hearing this. It's true. And that's how it was. It's like, this is very true. Like, that stuff does exist. Devil's pie, devil's things will come for you. Demons do exist. That was not me, man. No. And seeing it on video.
It wasn't you.
I'm like, she's telling me the same thing 5 times. And I'm getting mad.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was a rocky spot for us.
It was big time.
It was, yeah. It was huge. Because it just went somewhere different.
Yeah, that you had never seen.
Waters we hadn't encountered before. Yeah. But I applaud you for taking accountability and like owning it. It's one thing to say, yeah, I know I drink too much, and I've been telling you for years you drink too much. But
I don't.
Like, this time was different, and you realized that, and
it's way different.
Like, man, you fixed it right away. You're like, okay, this is what, because I was like, okay, so what's the plan moving forward?
Yeah.
Because we can't be in this space again.
Yeah.
It doesn't help our marriage. It doesn't help, like, you're my best friend. It doesn't help our friendship.
Correct.
So what are we doing? And so I think I had to change things too. It's not just you. We hang out and drink. So now I can't be like, I can't take you there.
Yeah.
I can't be like, let's go to a bar and drink, because that's not helping you fight what you need to fight.
Correct.
So it was, whenever we encounter these things, we always find our way back to each other, but closer. And I don't know how much closer we can get, because we're like, we're like conjoined twins.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I'm the smart twin.
It's okay. That's that cockiness. Boom. There it goes right there.
Smart twin.
Okay, Boopy. Be the smart twin. But yeah. I think the deeper I get in my prayer life, the more I can notice the enemy, and I feel things and I hear God, and I'm like, okay, God will scold me and I'll hear him and I'm like, fine.
Yeah. And then I like to think of myself as I try to, once again, to a fault, try to repair things. Like, something's messed up, got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Something ain't getting done, we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how I like to try to live my life. And I wanted to also touch on, so for you, that's my current struggle. What is your current devil's pie, or do you even have one?
I think
what is your
I
current
do.
thing? Because I have multiple, but I just want to share that one.
Multiple for sure.
Hopefully
but I think you were talking about peace earlier, and I think I'm a workaholic. Workaholic.
Work on your non-words. Come on.
Shut up.
Workaholic.
I'm a workaholic.
There you go. In proper English. Come
on. Stopping. Putting things on pause. I think that's my devil's pie right now. Where after this podcast, I'm getting on the computer to work. I have things to do. But I need to, and even when I'm like, let's watch TV and cuddle or something, I'm working. I'm being creative. What's the next thing I could do? Like, I need to stop. Like, I feel like, look at the garden. The garden dried up.
That's ain't the first time.
Yeah, but that's like my pastime. But exactly, it's not the first time. Like, when am I going to pause? And like yesterday you were saying in jest, like, Leon, tell her, because sometimes coming from another person, she'll hear it. Yeah. But I did, because when I look at this man who, he could probably be living in River Oaks.
Absolutely.
If he chose.
For sure.
If he chose to, easy. But it's the simplest living. But his wisdom is so rich.
Yeah.
And
he needs a documentary, an updated, modified documentary of his life and his words and his own words.
Yes. And how he just talked about peace and like important things in life.
Yeah, it was no small talk.
No,
it was like gems and jewels.
So good.
My ADD didn't kick in.
No, and you had said we were only staying there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, we got 30 minutes, we're in and out. But because
we were there for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not a small talk guy. I didn't know the guy, so but like, I was engaged, and I have
so
terrible
good.
ADD. I can't stay locked into a conversation and save my
it
life.
It was so good. And so when he was talking about just that, like breaks and just life lessons he's learned along the way, I was thinking about it, of course, like all day. Like, oh my God, I met Leon Collins and I was at his house hanging out. But I was like, there are things I need to change. So I was actually talking to myself about this today on my way home. Setting, like you tell me all the time, set work hours.
Yeah, man, I was letting you finish. It's
and
so hard not to cut
outside
you off.
of these work hours, I don't do work. Otherwise, I wake up at 5:30 and I'm working, and I go to bed at midnight because I'm working. And if I wake up at 3 a.m., I work.
Yep. And then she'll crash like the next day and not want to do anything, and then feel bad about she didn't do
that
anything
I did.
that day,
I spent 24 hours and I didn't do a thing. Like, how is that productive?
So that's one of my issues. I cut her off all the time. I've been working on that for years. I've gotten a little better, but
you've gotten better.
It's a little slow, fam. 1% more every day.
No, you've gotten better.
1% every day. There you
you've
go.
Gotten better.
A little better. But yeah. So I think it is the schedule. It's the okay. This is my work schedule. Like after this, I'm going to play the game.
Yeah, you.
Like I'm done. I don't have an issue with my schedule. I will get up at 4 a.m., cut the grass, do this, cook,
and it's a wrap.
Hey, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Really, 9 o'clock is by like I'm done. But like if I can be earlier, sure.
You cut off at 4 p.m. I don't know what you're talking about. This 9 p.m. If you're done 4 o'clock, you're like,
the earlier the
I'm
better.
showered, I'm done.
The earlier the better.
Don't ask me nothing. I'm upstairs.
For sure.
If you need me, you know where I am. But try to leave me alone.
I wish I was daily. But no.
But yeah.
But yeah, life is just there. But yeah, the earlier the better. Usually, I like to cut everything off at 9 o'clock, fam. That's it.
Yeah.
But so that's your current.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: have there been any other strongholds on your life that you want to break through,
God, yes.
or that you want to talk about? I mean,
sure.
We're pushing 30 minutes right now, but
yeah, we're okay on time.
Or do you have a plan? That's what I want to ask. Do you have like a plan to get over your current stronghold? Would that be the scheduling?
The scheduling is one.
Okay.
And it's not like I didn't know these things before, but I'll tell you what. We had conversations. I always feel like God is ahead of me.
For sure.
And then when I get to that point where he was already ahead, I'm like, okay, all right, I know you were ahead of me. And like yesterday was so, I don't know, man. Yesterday was so rich for me. So I have a bad temper. People don't believe. If you tell any of my customers, nobody believes. Like, I have a really bad temper.
Cameraman is
unless you've experienced it. But I don't just get upset randomly. It's not like casual things. It has to be something really significant. You, the kids, or something where I've allowed you to have so much personal access to me and you cut me. It's more hurt than anger, but how I express that is it's always like a violent eruption.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday Leon was telling us a story. I'm not going to tell his story, it's his, but he had an interaction with an individual and he said, I allowed his fool to jump into me.
Mm-hmm.
And so saying it like that, it's not like I've not said it before. The Bible tells you don't argue with a foolish person, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But just thinking of how that happens, and I guess with you and how I saw that demon jump into you, I was, yes. And I was like, so that's something else. Just staying peaceful, not allowing people to take a piece I'm building for myself. Like, that's your weight. Your anger is yours. That's your emotion.
For sure.
I don't need to pick up that bag from you.
Mm-mm.
So, because my bags are peace and I want my bags to be peace and I don't need your weight.
Yeah.
So, keeping my peace, not allowing people's fools to jump into me, then here I am, a big jackass too.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
So, that's something I will, and I know just speaking it out loud, the devil's going to try me.
Yeah.
So I just have to make sure I'm equipping myself with the Holy Spirit and with God's word so that when that happens, I just fall back into that place right away.
Gotcha. And for me with the drinking, like it's constant. So I think about it often, especially like during the pandemic or even I'm at home. Like, why can't I have a drink right now?
So drank in the pandemic.
It's constant. Like, tonight I'm going somewhere. I'm not going to drink, but don't think it didn't cross my mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I think yesterday we stopped somewhere and I had one drink. So what I'll do is, what I know I'm going to do going forward is, first of all, if I'm going to have a drink, enjoy my drink and sip it.
Yeah.
Because with food or with drink, I'm quick. Like, old fashioned, get it down. Done. Next one. Boom. Third one in, I'm good. And so changing that up, like enjoy my drink. If I'm going to have a drink, sip it, fool. You're not in a rush. You don't. And I had to like Google this, like stupidity, ignorance. It's like, that's what happens. You drink too fast and it's on you.
Yeah.
But to me, it was drinking to get the buzz. That's the only reason I'm trying to drink is to get a buzz.
Right.
And it's not like it helps me not deal with stress. To me, it intensifies fun.
Okay.
To me. That's how I look at it. If I'm here playing a game or I'm out, I'm that much more talkative. I'm that much more playful. That's what, for me, what it does. And then it's also, you don't need 4 old fashioned, bruh.
You really don't.
You need 1, 2 if you're having fun out and you're at home or something. But you don't need that. A beer, like we went to the Astros game. So I know I'm going to have a drink, right? I don't have to have 2 beers, an old fashioned, a cocktail. Literally had 1 tall boy beer or 1 glass of beer and then had another beer and paced myself and was finished still with like the 6th inning. But it was like different for me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't drink like that. I don't take my time to drink. It's an
adjustment.
It was different, but it wasn't unpleasant.
No.
I didn't feel any different. Had I have had 8 beers, would have been unsafe. And then lost your damn trust. Lost my own trust. Because I know I can handle it. It's not a thing for me. I want to stop completely. I can stop completely. I don't want to. But it just is what it is. Like, it's real. And I know there's people that really have alcoholism. And I feel you on it. Like, it's just, you have to watch it because it's a gateway. Not only for the alcohol, but what it turns you into and what can jump into you and what you can start doing and not be aware of. And now you're ruining relationships. Like, imagine I lost my wife and kids that night from not listening. Or imagine I try to drive home and get pulled over. Not that I couldn't drive. I get pulled over and cut and shoot.
It's a wrap.
Come on, fam.
And
I'm on alcohol. I'm going to not pass this alcohol breathalyzer. Come on now.
It's a wrap.
You don't have to get into a car accident.
No.
It was just stupid on my part that whole night. Why was I drinking like that? Why was I so upset over nothing?
You know what's crazy? I wonder why they call alcohol spirits.
That's probably why. Take over your spirit.
Yeah.
Take over your soul.
Yeah.
Probably
I just thought that.
But yeah, so devil's pie. We all have them. If you don't want to share in the comments, talk to yourself, talk to your spouse, loved ones, your doctor, your shrink, your therapist. They exist, and I feel like those are things that we probably overlook and do every day behind closed doors, and they can get a hold of you, and you don't want that.
No.
You know, you don't want it for yourself or your loved ones because they are. Take them seriously. Put respect on them. Slow down. Don't be like me. I was risking it all. Learn from my mistakes. That's all I can say.
For sure. And it's not like I haven't made heavy mistakes like that before. I've grown a lot. I think in the years we've been together, I can look back and see all my growth.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you and the kids to support me in those moments I'm not great and encourage me to be better and remind me that I am doing better. Like, that's love to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful for that.
For sure.
And I'm grateful for Leon Collins. Thanks.
So yeah, stay tuned. Shout out to us.
Oh,
Reach out
shout
to us if you
out
have any
to
questions.
Almost August for having Leon Collins paintings in the store for sale. I will post them on my Instagram and my Facebook, and of course you can see them in the store. I'm not an art dealer, so I don't know how to ship paintings, but I guess I can figure that out. I can find out on YouTube.
For sure.
But yeah. It's amazing. It's hard for me to part with them.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the Devil's Pie one.
I'm not.
I think that's one of my.
I'm not.
That's like
going in your what? Did he give it to you?
How'd you get there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who drove you there?
I could have driven myself.
No,
I was in my dad's truck, so
whatever. All right. Well, y'all have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you're at. Thank y'all for tuning in once again.
Thank you.
Run it up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, all the things. You feel me? And dance. We could end it with a dance. Come on. Can you come on now? Breathe.
Oh.
Rhythm. Here we go. Rhythm.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Rhythm though.
What am I doing with my hands?
Rhythm. You should know. You should feel this.
Okay. I don't know where it goes.
You don't know what to do.
I don't know what to
your body,
do.
You catch it, and it goes out there.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, what dance you want to do? Go.
I don't know. You said I don't dance. So, I mean, if you look at my social media, you know.
Come on.
No.
Do your American Bandstand dance. Something.
Wow. No, I'm not doing anything. Thanks for joining, y'all.
Holler at y'all later.
Bye.